Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today what I have for you is how to make the best, or well, the most realistic at least, calendar for you. So it's just going to be me showing off the calendar and explaining what I have going on. And because it's pretty realistic, it's going to be a very long lifespan. So this calendar kind of style is something that I came up with myself, but I have no idea if other people have done this before in other videos or anything like that, but this at least is what I myself came up with. So pretty much I haven't really played out with this calendar yet, because I haven't really been playing Sims. I have mostly been making Sims in Create Sims or stuff like that, so I haven't fully played it out with this calendar. I thought I would still share with you guys if any of you would like to take any inspiration from this. So pretty much, as I said, I have a full-on system going on, and you might see that instead of either 2 weeks or 4 weeks, it's 3 weeks, and that is not an option. So you might be wondering, how is that? And that is just simply because of a mod that I have, that is the Little Miss Sam's 21 days instead of 28 days, and I will link everything in the description. So pretty much I have 3 weeks of every season, and that is because I want to have a month system going on. And I felt like it was pretty hard with 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and 3 weeks is just like the perfect amount in my opinion, because I felt like even though 2 weeks is pretty long time, I still felt like everything was a little bit cramped, but 4 weeks was too long instead, that I would get bored of a season. So I feel like 3 weeks is like the perfect amount in my opinion. But you can, as I said, you can switch it up and do this thing in 2 weeks or whatever you want. But this is just how I did it. So pretty much, as I told you, I have a system going on. So we are in spring, so I will start with spring. I have that my spring months are March, April, and May. And then if we go to the summer, we have June, July, and August. And then in fall, we have September, October, and November. And for winter, we have December, January, February. I'm in a save file, the Doodoo save file, that I will also link below. So I have just been playing around in that save file right now. So I think this one is a holiday from that. The other ones I have made myself. So pretty much what I did was that I looked up the dates of when everything is. Obviously, if you are familiar with like the dates in real life, you will just be able to figure it out on your own. But because I am not from the USA, I still wanted to look it up because we don't have things like Harvest Fest and stuff. So that's why I had to Google it. And pretty much what I did is I looked it up when everything was, and then I set it in the calendar. And obviously things will be a little bit out of place, you might feel. Like for example, Love Day is now going to be in winter, even though I feel like February is a little bit more like spring. But I feel like those were the months that lined up the best. I was also like, I was just playing around with the months a lot, but I feel like this is the most accurate I could make them. Love Day, for example, is in winter, but like obviously in my head it's in February. And with the Winterfest and New Year's, I was like, I didn't want to have a whole week because like there's not a whole week between those, it's just a week. So I made them pretty close to each other to be like, oh my god, it's New Year's already, because that's kind of how it feels in real life, in my opinion. So I made them pretty close too. And here you might see like, oh my god, she has a birthday. Pretty much, is it today or is it tomorrow? No, it is today, but it's like 5 a.m. And with this system, it's really nice because you can play around with zodiacs, and that is what I really, really love with this. Oh, sorry, I did a little ASMR moment for you. And that is really what I love with this. Myself, I am a astrology girly. Okay, I love my astrology, I love zodiac signs, I love all of that. So with this system, it's really good because then you can, like, if you have a child, you pretty much just write it in your calendar. You won't have the typical cake, blow out the candles and all of this. But I think there's a mod I saw on Ocean Sims YouTube channel, that there's a mod you can have where you can blow out the candles without them aging up. And that is what I'm also going to download that mod. And I will put it in the description too if you want that. Because that is how this thing kind of goes. And you might also think like, okay, but like how does the birthday stuff work out then? Pretty much every year. Okay, so I have 2 versions of this depending on how long you want to play. But once again, you can totally play around with this however you want. This is just how I'm doing it. So I have that every year is 2 years or 3 years, depending on how long I want to play. We can say that Nora here, she might be 20. So she's 20 now. So when she has her birthday, I guess today, or yeah, today, she will be 22 or 23, depending on whatever I want. So for example, if you have a new baby, their first birthday is going to be their 2-year birthday or 3-year birthday. And then it will just keep on going like that. So it will be, for example, if you have 2 years, it will be like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. But you might think, girl, we will be here forever then. And I get that. That's why you can also do the 3-year, which is the one that I'm probably going to play with the most. So it's going to be 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so forth. And once again, this is more for those people who like to play on long lifespan like myself. But you can obviously, even if you want to do it like 4 years or 5 years, that works too. But I think it's a little bit easier to have still like not that many years every time, because you know you will have all the life stages, like infants for example, that is going to be really hard to just get in there, or like child and then to teen. So because with this one, it's also really nice because then you can really play with a child and then you can make them really childlike the first year because they will be 6, and the next birthday they won't age up to a teen, but they will be 8 or 9, you know, depending on. Then you can make them a little bit more grown up with their birthday. So it really depends on like how you want to play, how many years you want for every single birthday. But as I said, back to the zodiac signs that I talked about in the beginning, in the older Sims games, we have had zodiac signs, but because we don't have it in this game, I think it's really important to still bring it in. So you will have your birthday, as I said, you will make it a holiday. That's at least how I do it. I would just put a holiday and be like, this birthday. And this is mostly for those people who only play with one household. But obviously you can make it like, even if you have families here and there, because then you will get a pop-up being like, it's their birthday, even though they won't actually age up. And I think that's really nice. So yeah, here I just have Nora's birthday, and you can obviously add if you have Sims friends or anything and you're like, I feel like they are like, I don't know, I feel like they are a Scorpio, so let's put them here in the November. And then you can have their birthday and celebrate their birthday every year, pretty much. So that is how I do it. I do it as a holiday, and she's going to be 23 and have her birthday, and she's an Aries, and I know all of these things, and it's, you know, it's late March. So obviously if you aren't super familiar with zodiac, obviously zodiac is just a fun thing that I personally do. For example, you could also do like, if you aren't super sure about zodiac signs but still want it to be a part of your gameplay, you can just look up when that zodiac sign have their birthday, and you can just put it in there. So for example, you can be like, Nora's birthday, and then you can just put in Aries, because then you can just look it up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, I have, yeah, also like stuff like this. I was just having, they were already in the save, so I let them be because I feel like it's really nice to have stuff like that. And symbol, and we'll write day. Yeah, so that's just how I'm going to play now. I will try this out. As I said, I haven't really played with it too much, but I will play with it and tell you how I like it, if I even like it at all. I feel like it can be a little bit too long, perhaps. But yeah, I will try it out and update you guys. But I feel like it's a really good system, because I feel like when you play on long lifespan or no aging at all, and you just age them up whenever you want to, it can be really hard to know the ages of your Sims, and it can be really confusing with like parents, like should they be elders, should they be adults, and all that stuff. So yeah, I think what I did was pretty good. So obviously you will have your auto aging off. For auto aging, I'm thinking of doing obviously no auto age on played households, but I will probably do auto age on played households on long, I'm guessing. Or you can, you know, have it off and just put it on when you think that people should actually start aging up around you. But that's just how I'm going to do it, at least. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this because I know there's people, because when I figured this out with the zodiacs and stuff, I was so excited. So if there's anyone out there that might be too, I just wanted to share. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next Let's Play I will probably show you guys if it works or not. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye!